What's up, guys? Nick, John, and Courtney here from Dirt Bike Trails. Today we're trying to figure out which tires are best for Moab. Okay, so we are going to be heading to Moab in 3 days. And so we're all just trying to figure out which is the best tire to take. So we've all bought tires. And so we're just going to see how they work. Now, I've never actually been to Moab. So describe obviously it's rocky.
Right.
But you've also said that there's like...
Lots of sand.
Lots of sand.
Loose rocks. It's a good mixture. It's a good test for a tire.
But John, you've been to Moab.
Yes.
Many a time.
Yes.
So
Several.
So what tires did you get?
So this time I decided to try out the Shinko tires. The front tire is the MX 216 and the rear is the 525 Cheater tire. So your front tire, why did you pick that tire? So that one is I believe it's the
Fat tire.
The fat tire is what it's called. I picked that one because I wanted to try it. I just thought the more cushion I have up front, the harder I can, hit things or faster I can approach things in Moab. So I want to try it out, see how it does.
And you got the same one?
Yes, same front.
Okay. So you guys got the same one on the front. I actually got a different one. I got the Bridgestone Battlecross X30 intermediate terrain front tire. I actually just got that tire because someone recommended it to me. And then someone from Rocky Mountain told me that it's like a super popular tire. I didn't know that, but it was just recommended.
I've had that one.
So,
it's a good tire.
Is it like a harder, softer?
It lasted quite a while. That's why the tires I choose is for over performance. I want them to last a long time.
Yeah.
We ride in the desert a lot of spinning, and that's why I went with the Maxxis Desert IT on the rear. I know it's a really hard tire, but
so which tire was that again?
the Maxxis Desert IT.
The Maxxis Desert IT.
Yeah, that's the one I've run for years. I just like that tire. I used to ride in Eagle Mountain up north quite a bit, and the rocks up there are brutal. And I'd shred tires like crazy. So I found that this tire lasts a long time.
So do you think you're going to be slipping a lot on the rocks?
Probably.
But you're just
5 miles of hell. I'll leave some rubber along the,
but you're just
the trail.
You're just so cheap.
Yeah. It's like twice as much as the Shinko.
Oh.
It's an expensive tire.
But okay.
But it just lasts.
All right, but then you don't have to pay to have it mounted.
Right.
All right, cool. And then for me, I got the Tusk Recon Hybrid on the rear, which once I actually got the tire in the mail from Rocky Mountain and handled it, I could feel how soft it was. And Courtney, you have some experience with that tire.
Yeah, I had it on my 300 for a while, and it just did not last very long.
Yeah, I almost was having a little bit of buyer's remorse. I told you that I got it, and you're like, oh, man.
No, it hooked up really well.
Okay.
It was a good tire. It just, for the first few rides, we did a few longer fire road type rides, and it just wore down quick.
Oh, just like roads?
Yeah, just real quick it wore down.
Oh.
So.
Well, we're probably going to be doing, 10 or 12 hours of machine time. We're going to be riding for 3 days in 5 miles of hell, Green River, and Moab. So, hey, if it lasts that long, which it will.
It should.
Okay.
It will.
That's all I want out of it.
Yep.
Okay,
so,
well.
Unless you're planning on just shredding it at 5 miles an
hour.
hour.
Oh, yeah. Just like I do. Just like I do. All right. Well, I'm actually pretty nervous. I've seen some of the videos,
You'll be fine.
I hope so. Looking forward to the crux on the 5 miles of hell.
Yeah.
I want to just rocket up that. I don't know.
Is that the 10-foot high one?
I'll probably be going around. Oh, I'm going to go the other way. Okay.
Is there an around? I don't even remember an around.
Okay, now which one is it? Is it the one that's got
crux is like
dual
the hard
cliffs?
Part. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 2 steps. So you come up the first step, and then there's some rock stacked up, from what I've seen from the videos, and then you got to go again. but you can sort of go around, but then it leaves you being on like a ledge.
It's just more work,
Yeah.
Yeah.
working your way around it.
Yeah.
So it's either you give it everything you got to get up it, or you got to.
I mean, I've done it. I haven't done 5 miles of hell since I was 17 on a CR 500.
On a CR 500.
Yeah, and my old man, oh, sorry, Dad. he was on an XR 650,
Oh my gosh.
and I pretty much rode both of them through the whole thing.
Oh, dang.
It's been a long time. I'm excited to go.
Okay. All right, well, let's go.
The other thing is I forget about this tire. I'm so used to the other one. I'm like, oh, this actually grips a little better. Oh, geez. Nicholas, you're making me nervous again.
That's how we do it in the real world, fellas.
Oh, yeah. Oh, geez. Oh, yeah. This looks like Cane Creek right here. Tricky Nicky's coming back out. Yep, that's how it's done. Right there. That's it. That's the line. Woohoo!
Man, you can't. No clutch sucks. Oh, that scared me.
Who needs a clutch?
That's about as Grand Jarvis as I get.
Oh, bringing it back.
We're back. We're back from Moab. Had a wonderful time. That was actually my first time of going to Moab. Never been out there, but that was dang fun. So to go back to the tires. So I had the Tusk hybrid tire, the super gummy. Man, that thing hooked up like
You were
crazy.
hooking up all over the place.
I couldn't believe actually how well that tire hooked up. But I would say you're right though, because it is wearing fast.
Really fast. How many rides do you think you got left on it?
I think I could probably ride like 3 days like we did.
3 more days?
So probably like 15 hours of riding left, and then that tire would be just done. Yeah. But the thing, I think it did really well. Like in the sand that we did, I think it did phenomenally. But I would say that it's probably doesn't have a lot of life left on it, but it's not expensive. So
Actually looks. It's not as bad as mine. Mine's like
Yours are all rounded.
way bad.
okay, so your tire, which tire did you have?
The Shinko cheater tire, and that it wore really well. Like so far as it didn't chunk off, but that thing is really really rounded. So, I mean, it's still got a tall tread, but it's like a quarter of the way gone. So
The thing that I noticed about your tire is that like the knobs are a lot further apart.
yeah,
Like mine are more like just like a consistent, but it seems like yours is probably better suited than mine for the
yeah.
sand.
And the other thing I noticed about my tire is it's way more like round versus like most tires kind of go up and kind of flatten off a little bit.
Yeah.
This is like really really round, the whole thing. So if that makes sense.
Like around the wheel?
Yeah,
a
it goes
round
like-
shape?
It goes this way. Yes.
Square tires
So
are
it's
the
not a square
worst.
tire?
Yeah, they suck.
A square tire would work.
In the sand.
No, a square tire would work
In the mud.
Yeah.
if the terrain were like this, then it would work. It would roll.
If it goes like in the grooves.
Vsauce showed that. Did you guys see that? Okay. So Courtney, you had Maxxis
Desert IT.
made of steel.
Yeah, worked great. Worked fine for what I
Actually did. And then McCord had the same tire on his.
Right.
And there was one point when we were in whitewash, where you went up something and then he went up it and just slid.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I kind of wish that I had the guts to do it because it would have been like a good comparison.
That was a gnarly spot. Oh, be careful on that. It slid out.
Is that the really tall
Yeah, the
ledge
end
that
of-
we had to go up?
It's like
The end
right
of
at the beginning.
whitewash.
Yeah.
As we were climbing up and out.
So, I mean, I guess your tire probably didn't wear it at all, but
I don't know. I haven't even looked at it since we went riding.
all right. So front tires. Why don't you guys go first? Tell us about the fat tire.
I love the flat tire. Flat tire. I love the fat tire. It's the first time I've ever rode with it. I thought it was great, and it hardly wore at all on the front. So I'm pleased as punch with it. I can't remember what the price was, what the price point was, but its overall performance was great.
Yeah, I say the same thing, and I think I asked you like several times, what do you think? What do you think? Just because it was my first time as well, and I was super impressed. Hardly anywhere, and normally in that really rocky stuff, the sides start chunking off, and it wore really, really good. It still has sharp edges, on the knobs, and hooked up really good. And that extra cushion, once you got in that really rocky, gnarly stuff, it soaked it up quite a bit as well.
Yeah, I think I definitely probably am interested in trying the fat tire next time. And that's true about like tires chunking off. My bike came stock with the AT81 on the front, and when we were riding in Ute, it was just like the tread was just coming off on the sides, just chunking off. And someone from Rocky Mountain was telling me that there are people that go in and buy brand new bikes, and they say, "I'll come pick it up tomorrow. Get that front tire off of there, the AT81, because for Southern Utah, it's just no good." Okay, so I had I think it was the Bridgestone Battleground Intermediate, and I've never experienced a tire like. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, check to see what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It goes this way.
No, that's how I ride. And what's crazy is coming off of the AT81, which as a back tire I don't mind. Like I liked it, but as a front tire, the AT81, just going from that and then going to the Battleground, I never felt so much confidence. I never ever remember feeling like my bike would track the way it's supposed to. But when we were in 10 Mile Wash, and then in Whitewash, it was just crazy. I remember like trying to tell the bike to turn and then almost expecting it not to, because I'm just so used to the AT81.
Pushing.
I don't know if it's like, I feel like it's gonna wash out on me, but this one I could just tell it would stick.
Part of that too is the dirt was primo.
Yeah.
It
All the way
was.
down through there. I mean, it was absolutely perfect.
Oh, in 10 Mile Wash?
Yeah.
And in Whitewash?
Yeah. Well, yeah, whitewash was like, I mean, that was
amazing.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, everywhere else where we rode, when we
Chimney
were,
Rock was really dry.
Yep. That was
And
fine.
it felt fine there.
Except for the time when I fell.
Well, that was up on the rock, so that was,
that up on the marble.
yeah.
Okay. So you would recommend your tires?
I would. And I was just going to say, the tire that I usually run is front and rear, those Bridgestones, just because of how well they do feel and wear. And I'm glad to hear that you like that.
Oh, I did like it. I mean, I am interested in possibly trying the Tusk Hybrid on the front, just like as a gummy. But I know that here it would just get torn up so fast. My tires, the Tusk Hybrid on the back and the Battleground on the front, totally recommend.
Yeah.
Totally. It was great. For me, it just changed it like night and day, and being able to feel like my bike would hook up in the back and then track in the front. That was awesome. And your tires?
Love them. I've always liked the Desert IT. But then I'm a cheap miser and don't want to buy new ones all the time, so I'll just keep going with it. But I'd like to try, there's a couple other tires out there that I want to try. I want to try the IRCs. A couple of those. I've had friends that race a lot, and they're running IRCs. I've never really ran a Kenda. So there's a few others that I want to try out the next few times.
Just in case Kenda's listening.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Peace out.